Okay, now that we have this, the last thing left is to add a slab before we go into reinforcement and arranging sheet. So here you see the four beams and the slab. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here into architecture and going to go into floor. Now under floor we have floor architecture, floor structure. I'll go for floor structural, which is SB. So floor structural, and here we have to add, right, what kind of floor do we want. And we have complex floors here. We have, multiple timber floors and all of that. I just need a 200 or 120 slab. Now one thing I forgot, I want to check in the section how much thickness do I need for the slab to be. So I'll go to the section, use di command, which is distance, and I'll measure this. So I need a 120 slab here, which is fine. I'll go to first slab. SB was my shortcut, or I can go here to structure. I can go to structure. I can go to a floor, structural floor, and I have to add a 120 thick RCC slab, which is not by default loaded here. So I'll go to edit type. I will duplicate and I'll call it 120 RCC slab. Now this becomes a little complex, but I'll go to edit here because the whole default thickness is 470. It has a lot of layers. I don't need all of that. I'll go to edit. There are a lot of these layers here. So I'll click here, each and every layer from top to bottom, and I'll start deleting all of these. This is a complex composite slab and I need none of these. Now I'll delete one of this, and within structure, I'll go to concrete masonry floor block. But we're not using block, we're using concrete. So I'll click on this tiny button and it will take me toward the material library. I'll type concrete here and it should have concrete in situ, right? I'll click in situ and I'll click OK. Now we have concrete in situ of 120 thickness. That's all we don't need, and make sure the structural material is clicked here. So this is how you define layers in a material which has a thickness. So we just have one layer, a structure, and 120. Click OK, and now our overall thickness is 120 because we just have one layer. So we have 120 RCC slab which has only a 120 RCC concrete cast in situ, and we are good to go. So we have this loaded, and now again same thing, we have to draw a boundary. We don't have a slope, we don't have a span direction, just a boundary. So what I'll do is I'll go to line and I'll draw this pink loop. Always make sure that the loop is in place. Okay, and then once the loop is in place, you can click on the finish button and the slab would be there. Now if I go into the section, the slab will look like this. If you don't like this black thing, you can go here into the detail level, this visual style, detail level course, and I can go to this, or I can go to fine. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Now you don't have line thickness here. You can go to thin lines or thick lines. Thin lines are off. This is what your waffle would look like. In 3D, this is what your waffle would look like. Okay, so that's how you add slabs. Next thing is we'll add reinforcement into our beams and into our slabs.